Okay, happy Thursday. It's been such an interesting week. So I wanted to speak about the Eclipse portal that's coming up next week and the eclipse happening. And I've been speaking to so many people and so many things are coming up at the minute. And I think everyone's in a bit of a space where they're going, fuck, what's happening with me? And I thought I'd just drop in and just give you a bit of an overview of energetically what is actually happening at the minute and why we're all feeling so freaked out, and like all of the work that we've done over the last year is just kind of like come to nothing, right? So it's a bit like, why bother? And I think so many people are in that space where they're almost like losing hope, right? Which is not where we need to be at this point in time. And what this portal is doing is obviously amplifying the energy, because what they do is like put big spotlights on the scary shit, and then we're having to look at that, okay? So if you really step back, and part of this process is about allowing ourselves to start looking again at the really deep core wounds of who we are. Okay, so all of this work the whole time is literally for me to come back to me, for me to unravel who I am, for me to shed all the layers, the illusions, the beliefs, the shit that we carry, the pain, the trauma, everything, right? That's what the journey of awakening is about. That's what the spiritual journey that everyone speaks on, that's what it's all about. And so we are constantly like peeling off the layers. We are constantly trying to get into the center of who we are as beings, as humans, as like creatures and creation and all of that, right? So it's a really deep and lengthy process. And every time we think we've done it, then something else pops up. And when we have an eclipse happening and full moons happening and different planetary shifts happening and Schumann resonance going apeshit and all of that type of stuff, it's like festering boils that comes to the surface. Okay, so if you've been feeling triggered this week, if you've been feeling really agitated and annoyed and sad and overwhelmed, and all of those things are wanting to come up, right? So you have to make some time to sit with it and go, what the fuck is up with me? Okay, what is happening inside of my being that I need to look at so that I can release this, so that I can work with it, so that I can heal it, whatever it is for you. And it's not just a process of going, oh, I don't really see it, I'm just going to put it on the back burner here. Like, you have to start doing this. This eclipse is the perfect opportunity for you to move through it and to let it go, okay? For you to acknowledge it, to work with it, and to sit with it, and then you can let it go. But you have to start doing that. So by just going, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't know what's happening with me, sit your ass down and look, okay? This is the only way you can do this. This is the only way you can move through this stuff, because you have to look at what it is, okay? So for me, what's been coming up is I've been feeling real frustration because I am looking at so many people out there. And this is obviously, I know this is my deepest shadow, right? My deepest shadow is not showing up and living my purpose, okay? I know I've got shit to do on this earth. I know I've got to help people. So my biggest fear is not showing up in my full potential and being my truest, honest, most authentic self, right? Boom. So my frustration at the minute is super irritability with everyone that I'm seeing being fake, being not authentic, like just spouting bullshit, all of that stuff. So I've got a real like rage within me when I'm going, for fuck's sake, just be yourself. But that is my shit, right? Because what I'm doing is I'm projecting my own fears of not being authentic onto these other humans who are just doing what they're doing. That's like, they've got nothing to do with me. It's my energy field that is being affected. It's me needing to look at my shit and be in acceptance and be in non-judgment about other people showing up like they are showing up. So what am I doing? I've got judgment in myself. Boom, I'm projecting it onto someone else by bitching about what they're doing. Okay, so I acknowledge this, I see this, but it's my wound. It's got nothing to do with them being inauthentic, because again, it's my truth. It's the way that I perceive things. So what is triggering you this week? What is the shit that is coming up for you and making you angry or making you sad or making you feel like a victim or really bringing out such pain in you? Because you need to look at it. I could have easily have gone like, oh, they're just a bunch of assholes, boom. But that's not the problem. I'm the problem. I'm the one who needs to look at these things within myself. And the more authentic I am, it doesn't matter what the rest of the world's doing, right? So where are you at? Like, what are you experiencing? And have you sat with it and gone like, why am I feeling like this at the minute? Why is this making me so upset? Why is the conversations that those people are having triggering the shit out of me and I'm getting really sad about it or really angry about it? These things are here to show us something. We are meant to experience the emotions that go with this. We are meant to experience all these feelings because they are little road markers. They are little pointers that go, look inside, sort your shit out. Okay, so for me, very much this week is about stepping into the space of acceptance, stepping into the space of allowing myself to acknowledge where I am in my journey and to see like, where am I feeling that I am failing, not meeting my own expectations, all of these things. So I have to sit and work with it this week, and that's fine. I know this. So I'm going to be doing my work. I'm going to be looking at it. I'm going to be releasing it. But what are you doing? Okay. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, I invite you, I beg you to take some time to sit with it. Because what happens is if we don't release it, then the anxiety comes in and we like literally come to a standstill and we can't connect ourselves back into our purpose, back into our reality, back into our truth, back into who we are as people. Okay, so you have to give yourself space this week. It's almost the end of the week. We've got the weekend ahead. You need to just carve out some time for yourself so that you can deal with the shit. Okay, because it's not going to get any easier if you're not going to go and look. When there's pain, when there's anger, when there's suffering, your soul is asking you to stop and take a look, right? And you don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be like an amazing psychic to understand what the hell is happening inside of you, okay? If something is making you angry, go and start from that point. What does it mean to you? Journal on this stuff. Sit and unravel it. Sit and think about it. Go and sit in the garden under a tree and go, let me have a think, okay? Because we are putting a lot of plasters on our wounds at the minute. And we're trying to, well, I'm just going to do a mantra. I am worthy, I'm worthy. Bullshit. Your mantra is not going to fix it, okay? You need to look at what the root cause is. And what the guides keep on showing me is like, they're going, these are primal wounds, Yolandi. These are root wounds that these people are experiencing that you are seeing, and they need to pull this root out, right? It's like taking this little weed and looking at it and understanding where did it come from, and then healing those situations. Not going, oh, I'm just going to surface level, just chop it off. You can't chop it off. You need to take it out, roots and all, because otherwise you're not going to fix this baby. Okay. And what happens is when the next round of big shit's happening, boom, it's going to come again, and it's come again. Okay. So, yeah. So you just need to literally step into the space of looking at yourself, people. It's fucking time. It's just like, I feel like I'm banging on about this shit all the time, but it is so important to me, it's important to humanity, because all of us who are feeling that we are serving at the minute, that we're wanting to help people, that we want to help the world, we cannot be showing up from those wounded spaces anymore. Okay, it's done. It's like, it's not healthy. You're gaslighting other people, you are hurting other people, you are harming people outside of yourself by not fixing your shit. Okay, as I spoke about that example of my judgment about certain things, like if I went and attacked someone like that, what the fuck am I doing? It's not about them, right? Like us, like constantly spouting our judgments on everyone else, bring it inside. Okay, look at it, because those people are just living their lives. Okay, they are just doing what they're doing, following their soul journey, and whatever the fuck it is for them, it's fine. It's got nothing to do with me. Okay, so for me, these things are really important, and I beg you to just come back home, because in here is where there's a big ocean of calm and love and peace within each of us. Okay, so if we can just dive back in there, take a moment, and then start looking and just finding it. Because if you see it, acknowledgement is healing, okay? Understanding is healing. You don't need to go to extreme lengths to heal any of your wounds, okay? Some of it you might, and I'm not discouraging that, but some of it is really, you need to start looking at it first. You don't always need someone else to tell you what's wrong with you, okay? Because if you really, really just take a moment and get out of your head, drop into your heart, take a deep breath and sit with yourself, you will always show yourself. Every session I have with a client, they're like, oh my God, I knew this. And I'm like, yes, you knew this. I know you knew this. I just showed it to you, okay? And sometimes we do need someone to put a spotlight on there, and I'm not diminishing it. This is my fucking job, for goodness sake. So it's not that I'm saying don't ever book with a healer. But at this point in time, take the time to start exploring yourself, okay? We're all here educating each other how to reconnect with our wounds. We're all here helping each other through this. So take a note of what other people are posting and what's resonating with you, because that means it's also connected to your wounds, okay? There's constant like little signs from the universe, from your soul going, look at this, look at that, okay? And how does it make you feel in your body? Okay, for me in my body, when the fire comes up, I know, okay? When the sadness comes up, I know I need to look. When the overwhelm comes up, I have to stop and look. My body is the coolest thing in the world. It's constantly talking to me, and it's constantly showing me where to go and how to help myself, okay? So this is really, really just, the energies are supporting you. This week is going to be hectic, okay? If you allow it to be. But if you take time and you go, let me look at myself, then things are going to be a shitload easier. Okay. So that's my 2 minutes worth for this week. And we are having a full moon meditation next week. So I'll put up the details. There's already details on my Facebook page. I would love to have you there. It's going to be held in Mount Shasta, and I'm going to be on the Zoom call from the UK. So we've got like beautiful heart chakra and root chakra energy that we're going to be infusing into this eclipse / full moon / activation session. That's going to be kick ass. So if you can join us, please do take the time. And I would love to have you there. Okay. And let me just see if there's anything else. So yeah, I think it's really time to just get still, peeps. There's time, okay? Start looking and start acknowledging. And I'm sending you so much love. And I know shit is hard at the minute, but we have to all just pull up our socks and get the shit sorted, okay? Like my friend always said, put on your big girl panties and get your shit sorted. And that's literally where we are, okay? This portal is going to be magical, and there's lots of new information that can come through if we create the space for it to come through. There's lots of new things that can be activated, and your gifts are all in the space of like what you are clearing out, okay? The shit is on top of your gifts. That's why it's so important. So we'll speak a bit more about that, but I will definitely see you again next week. Have a beautiful weekend. Make time for yourself. And yeah, I'm sending you loads of love, and have a great week.